What's happening, everybody? I'm back. So, controlling our anger. You know, I'm sure all of us, I'm sure we all struggle with that, you know? Controlling our anger. I'm sure all of us struggle with that. Before we get into it, don't forget, if you're new here, if you're new to the channel, you know what I mean, subscribe. That costs you nothing. I got a lot of good videos, you know. I'd appreciate it. So anger. It's a hard, that's, you know, I feel like honestly, this is how I feel. Controlling your anger comes with age, comes with wisdom. You know what I'm talking about? Comes with experience in life. That's what wisdom is, right? The more experience you have in life, the older you are, the wiser you are, you know? So it's like, and I know we all have a hard time with it, you know? I know I do. I'm like 100 times better since I'm older now, and you know, I'm a grandpa. I got a bunch of kids. I got a career. It's like I can't be, you know. But I do notice the older you get, the more calmer you get, the more able you are to deal with things that would really make another person mad, you know? Like if somebody cuts you off, or let's say you cut somebody off in traffic on accident, and they flip you off. You could there's two routes you could take. There's two roads you could take. You could speed up and come up next to them and flip them back off, and oh, you know what, F you. You know, and then a whole little whatever starts, you know. Now he's following you, or you're following that person, and road raging, and you know, everybody knows how that goes. You know, everybody's had a little road rage incident, you know. Or, you know, someone rolls up next to you and flips you off. Hey, you cut me off, F you. You could, sorry about that, and then just brush it off, go about your business. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? And trust me, I'm human too. I'm talking for me too. I'm not talking for just you guys out there. I'm talking for me too. You know, I am getting a lot better. I'm getting, you know, I'm way better, you know. But, you know, it's a young thing, you know. And that's the whole thing about all this, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like it's hard to like teach a young person, for an old person to teach a young person something, you know? It's hard, you know? The young kids don't want to listen to us, you know? When we've already been through everything. We've already been through these situations. We've already been through these scenarios, you know? So we already know what the outcome could be. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's, like I said, comes with the experience in life, you know? Like, I've been through so many different road rage incidents. I've been, you know, that same situation I just explained. A guy did that, cut me off, and then I sped up and caught up next to him, and then he was still flipping me off. I'm flipping him off. I was drinking and driving, I'm sorry, but I threw a beer bottle at his car, you know, like, and he was making gestures to me like he was gonna, like he had a strap or something, and he was gonna let me have it, you know, and I didn't even care, you know, like I was just, but imagine if he did, you know, it's like, just multiple situations like that, where it could just turn sideways fast, when it's just, honestly, it's just smarter to just, oh, I'm sorry about that, all right, and let them keep pushing, and then you keep pushing. I understand there's people that will keep antagonizing you, especially when they see that you, oh, sorry about that, and they might start trying to antagonize, oh, this, they might sense that weakness, feel like that's weakness, and then they might keep on, I understand all that. Well, that's when, you stand up for yourself, that's how I feel. I feel like at that point, all right, I already said I'm sorry. I already said, excuse me, I'm sorry, whatever. And now you're still pushing on me. Well, now now I gotta defend myself, I gotta step it up a little bit. But we want to avoid that at all costs. You know what I mean? It's like, and when you're young, you got too much pride. You're too, oh, I'm not backing down. And it's unfortunate that we learn these lessons in life when we're already older, when we're already too old. Like if we would have learned these when we were younger, we probably would have had a better life, a better outcome. Because everything you do, every little road you take, every little path you take, every little action that you do, all trickles down, all funnels down to this one point in life, to where you're going to end up in life. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you make this dumb choice, and you flip this guy off back, and you know what I'm talking about? Then there's a confrontation between you and him. Something happens, they do something to you, you do something to them, whatever. You could end up hurt, you could end up in jail for hurting him. It's like the possibilities are endless. And it's like, why go down that road just for something silly, just for something, I'm a firm believer now of no violence unless necessary. It has to be necessary, But that's just our anger. That's just, that's just us not being able to control our anger, And I'm getting a lot better. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud. I'm getting a lot better. I just let a lot of stuff brush off, as long as nobody touched me or got in my zone, like, I don't even care, I do still get angry. People say certain things, and it kind of, I got buttons that could be pushed, and I understand that, and I'm still working on all that, but just like the little easy angry stuff, just the little nonsense, that makes you mad. It's like I notice at work, like I'm at work, right? And, people tell me the boss comes and tells me, hey, you're doing this wrong. Or, hey, another guy will come and say, hey, dog, you're not doing that right, G. And I'm, all right, dog, I'll, it doesn't bother me. But there's young kids that are just hotheads at work. And you come and tell them, like, hey, you're doing that wrong, G. Like, just spin that around, or just do it like this. And then they cop an attitude. I know what I'm doing. I was doing, this. It's like, whoa, G, I'm just, so we don't have to fix it later. I'm just letting you know, so a boss don't come up and tell you, you know what I mean? It's like, you don't got to jump down my throat, it's like, relax a little bit, But that's like the young, you know what I mean? That's the young in you, you're young, you're ready to go all the time, like. But it would be nice if we could, get a little better at it younger. You know what I mean? At a younger age. Get a little better at controlling our anger, Because anger, being angry and just popping off on people and just not backing down. And, you know what I mean? Things like that. could just take you down a road that you don't want to go, you know? That could change the whole course of your life. You know what I'm talking about? Like, and it's just easier. And it's just to just brush things off, especially words, you know? Especially words. As long as nobody's coming at you aggressive and you're feeling threatened, like, whoa, this dude might hit me or something, you know? Then, dog, it ain't no, you know, it ain't no reason to just fly off the handle and, you know, match somebody else's energy. You know what I'm talking about? I try not to. I mean, I do. I match people's energy. I can't lie. You know, I'm a normal guy. I'm a normal person, you know. But I'm getting a hold of that. As I get older, I'm controlling that, you know. I'm a grandpa, you know, like, that'd be weird if I got arrested for assault or something, you know, like, oh, where's your grandpa at? Oh, he's in the county right now. He assaulted someone, you know, that's, you know, can't go to work. I can't, nothing, you know, it's like, so let me know in the comments. Do you pop off the handle? Do you? Trust me, I was the same way. I used to pop off the handle for anything, you know, just anything, you know, and I would take it all the way, you know, and it just, all it got me was incarceration, you know. I was in and out of every system, every kind of juvenile system, every county jail, I've been to prison, you know, I was in and out for 15 years, you know, because I couldn't control my anger. I couldn't let anything slide. I couldn't let anybody get the upper hand on me or anything. I you know, it's like, and that's just nonsense. That's just ridiculous, you know, like, I could have been working years ago. I could have been having a good life years ago, you know, when I was younger, but now I'm an old man trying to enjoy my life, you know? So, just think about it. You know, just stop and think when you feel yourself raging, getting angry, you know, just stop and think about it for a minute, you know, like, whoa, let me chill, you know what I mean? Just, I know it's hard, because I struggle too, I struggle with that too, you know, but let me know in the comments. I'm not gonna judge I'm not gonna be mad at anybody, judge you, like, oh, you started the kids at work come and tell me stories all the time of how they road rage on somebody, or how they, and I try not to, like, down them, put them down or nothing. I just, hey, you guys need to relax, you know, think about it, you know, think about your actions before you say something, before you do something, before you know what I be? It's just safer that way, you know? Not like you're scared. I know ain't nobody scared, but it's just safer that way, you know? You don't want to have to hurt somebody. You don't want to get hurt, you know what I mean? So, but I'm not going to judge anybody. If you're a hothead, let me know. Let me know in the comments, you know? I want to know. Are you a nice, mellow person? Are you a hothead? Let me know in the comments, you know? If you've been in any situation and it turned out bad, let me know in the comments, you know? I want to know, how did being angry affect you, you know? Did you have a situation? Did you get, what, you know what I mean? Let me know. All right, everybody. That's my video. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day, and God bless. Thank you very much.